Okay, welcome everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and just switch the view here to the speaker view, except it's not showing quite how I wanted it to show. Whoop. Okay, we'll just go like this, I guess. Okay, so welcome to our opportunity event. I'm glad that you all have joined us. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to share a little bit about what Pampered Chef has to offer, because chances are you're curious about the business, and that's where you're joining us. And I have just seen this business make such a difference for people's lives over the years. And I actually think everybody should try it. And for some people, it would be just for a short season, some people for a while, and some people for long term. But we'll kind of go through things tonight here and see which one of those categories might fit you, each one of you. So I would like to hear what your name is and who invited you, and where, and what would you do with an extra $1,000 a month. So if you just want to type that in the chat, that would be fantastic, and we'll kind of follow along in the chat mode. All right, so let me click back over here. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how so I can see the chat and still see you guys. Can you guys see the chat coming up? So down at the bottom of the screen, there's a little spot that says chat. So go ahead and click that, and then just share with us who invited you to join the opportunity event, where you're from, and then what you would do with an extra $1,000 every single month. Okay. Are you guys having a hard time finding the chat, or are you all busy typing? Okay, so Cindy was invited by a gal named Jen, and she had an online party, so that's how we met. And she's been using Pampered Chef for 20 plus years, so that's awesome. And Cindy, I'd love to hear what you would do with the $1,000 every month. And then I've got somebody joining on iPhone, but I can't see your name. So if you want to hop on and share your name with us. And then Kristen is part of our team already, and she's joining us from Prior Lake. And it looks like Molly just hopped on. She's also joining us from Prior Lake. And so I just am curious to hear from our iPhone person what your name is and who invited you, and again, what you would do with $1,000 a month. So I'll just watch for that to pop up in the chat. And while we do that, I just want to share that I have found over the years that there are kind of 4 reasons why people join Pampered Chef. And I'm going to share them with you, and then I'd like to hear which reason kind of resonates with you, or which one you could see yourself doing. Okay, so the first one is people just want a discount, right? Like, you love Pampered Chef, you don't want to pay full price, you want to get hooked up with stuff. And that's a great reason to join, because with Pampered Chef, you get all kinds of free products, you get huge discounts. It's absolutely fantastic. So if that's you, let us know. And then some people just want some fun money, right? Like, maybe you want to go get your nails done and not feel guilty about it. Or maybe you want to get a massage and not feel like you're dipping into the family budget. Or maybe you have a shoe fetish that you want to justify, or whatever the case may be. You just want some guilt-free spending money. We have a lot of people who do Pampered Chef for that reason, and it is fantastic. I actually had a gal once who banked her money, and she liked to golf, and so she totally splurged on the most ridiculously expensive golf club, and she said she never would have bought it, but she had this money sitting in her Pampered Chef account, and so she didn't feel guilty at all and was able to splurge on it. So that kind of thing. All right, so Tess, awesome, welcome. And Kristen invited you, so that's fantastic. Oh, you'd update your house. Okay, I want to know what you would do first, because updating your house is so fun. Like, it's so fun. When you like let whatever room you do, don't you just want to go sit in that room and just like stare at it when it's done? I get really excited whenever I update a room. So I want to hear what you would do to update your house. Okay, Cindy, with an extra $1,000, you've used the money to pour into your new nonprofit organization, all about working with people in your community, and could definitely use the money to help change the lives of other people. And you could pay for trainings that would allow you deeper levels of community involvement as well. Oh my gosh, I love your heart, and I can't wait to hear more about this nonprofit. That is fantastic. Okay, so the third reason why people like to try Pampered Chef is just to contribute to the household income, right? So maybe you want to have it be your car payment, or maybe you want it to be your mortgage, or maybe your retirement fund, or whatever the case may be, just so that you're chipping in and feel like you're a part of that. And then the fourth reason is just a career change, right? Like maybe you're just kind of itchy in your job right now. You're itching to do something different. Maybe you have like a negative work environment. And so you're just looking for something that's more positive, more uplifting, where people celebrate you, that kind of a thing. Or maybe you've been out of work and you're just looking for a job, period. So whatever the case may be, there is huge potential for career level income with the Pampered Chef. So those are kind of the four reasons why people join. So for the discount, for some hobby money, to contribute to household income, or for a new career. So I would love to hear from you guys in the chat, which one of those four areas you could kind of see yourself fitting in with. And the other cool thing is it can change. Like when I first started, I was just doing it for some extra diaper money, right? And now, all these years later, like this is our household income. So I don't know if you guys saw my story. I shared it in the group page if you were invited to that group. But I started this business almost 15 years ago. In May, it will have been 15 years. And I was a new stay-at-home mom. My first child was about 8 months old. And I had quit my job so I could stay home with him. And we were living on love, and it was not paying the bills. And so I knew I needed to pick up something part-time, but I didn't have a plan. I didn't really know what it was going to be. And so I actually went to a Pampered Chef party. I crashed it. I wasn't actually invited to it, but a friend invited me because she wanted to get a prize for bringing a friend. So she had me go to this party. But I was like, that's cool because I love Pampered Chef, and I'm happy to get out and have some adult time after being home with my baby all the time. So I went to this party, and I didn't go there thinking about becoming a consultant. I don't think most people do. But when the consultant was talking about the business opportunity, I thought, you know what? Maybe I should try this because I love the products and it's flexible. And that was huge. I needed to be able to work around our family's schedule. And I was nervous. I was afraid I wouldn't get any bookings. And I think most people are whenever you try any kind of direct sales. And so I just said, you know what, I will give this my best for 3 months and then just see what happens. And it has been, like I said, almost 15 years later. But I will tell you, one of the biggest things that gave me peace of mind when I decided to try it was there was no risk. I had seen other people come out in the red trying different businesses, kind of lose their shirt with this investment and then not earn their money back. And I wanted nothing to do with that at all. And so I really appreciated that with Pampered Chef. All I had to do was order a kit, which if you've looked at the kits, they're like 75% off retail. Absolutely insane. We'll look at that in a little bit. But there was nothing to lose. I just buy my kit and try a few parties. And if I didn't like it, I could keep the kit and keep the paycheck. And I thought, okay, I can handle this. So there's no way to lose here. So that's my story and how I got started. Okay, so so Kristen, shared that your mind changed in a week. I thought I just wanted a free pan, and now you're going on a cruise. That's right, because there's travel incentive with Pampered Chef. I love that. Yeah, that's another thing. I seriously thought these trips were just for like the bigwigs when I started, and they're not. You do a couple parties a week, and you can absolutely earn trips with Pampered Chef. Okay, so Cindy needs a job desperately, but not willing to work outside the home. And that with the proper training, you could have a successful home-based business. Absolutely, Cindy. We can absolutely do that with the Pampered Chef. Okay, so we'll talk a little bit more about training in a little bit, but I want to follow my notes because otherwise I will be off on 50 million rabbit trails and will surely have forgotten like 5 important things to cover. So the next thing that I want to talk about is, can you actually make
I'm lost
money
and
with
can't
this?
get back to my screen.
Oh, there should be a little video button that you can click, Cindy, to get back to that.
Somehow or another, I'm in safe driving mode.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure on that.
Oh, got
okay.
you. Okay, sorry.
That's okay. There you are. So the question is, can you actually make money? So yes, a big fat yes. There's a lot of money to be made with Pampered Chef, and it's up to you how much you want to make. The more you work, the more you're going to make. If you need to scale it back, you can scale it back. So last year for 2019, I personally earned almost $75,000, 74,000 and some change is where I was at. And that was a 45% increase over 2018. So just to give you an idea, I don't know where you can go and get a 45% raise in the business world. Like, it's just not even a thing, right? So if you do a great job, you know, maybe you'll get a couple percent raise. Maybe you'll get a fruitcake at the end of the year or a turkey, but raises like that, A, don't happen very often. B, you're at the mercy of your boss and the health of your company. So yeah, with Pampered Chef, it's just up to you. If you want the extra income, you can just go after it and work to make it happen. Molly, she is a director. She's an advanced director in our organization. And just to give you an idea, she had been a teacher full time. That's actually how we met. She was my son's kindergarten teacher, which is super fun. And she ended up not teaching anymore, and so decided to kick up her Pampered Chef business. And in November, her paycheck was 4 times as much as her teaching income was for the month. So just to give you some perspective on that. So yes, you absolutely can make money with Pampered Chef, and I will tell you there are a ton of people making 6 figures, and so 75,000 isn't like the cap by any means. There's a lot of people making way more money than that. But you might be thinking, okay, so you've been doing this for 15 years, so you made that much money, but what about someone who's just joining, right? Because you're probably not going to join and then next month be making $10,000. So let me give you some numbers regarding new consultants. Okay, so first of all, I want to share with you about Amber, and she joined in October. So her first full month paycheck would have been in November. And she did 3 virtual parties, okay? She didn't even leave her house, 3 online parties. And her income was $491.64, okay? Not too shabby. Because if you compare that to maybe a retail job, if you went out and worked 3 shifts retail, you would not make almost $500, I guarantee it. So that's a pretty sweet little paycheck right there. I want to share with you Katie, a girl on our team, Katie B. She did 8 virtuals in November. Again, new consultant. She joined in October, so November was her first full month. She did 8 virtuals, and her paycheck was $1,682. I don't know. You can do 8 virtual parties next month, or this month still. You could absolutely still do 8 in January and have a $1,600 paycheck next month. That could absolutely be you. And then I want to share Cammie. She also joined in October, and in November, her first full month, she did 10 parties. So she did 7 virtual and then 3 in-home, and she made $2,333. So 10 parties, $2,300. All right. So again, that could be any one of you. You know, next month, February, your paycheck could be $2,300 as a new consultant. And we will give you the exact same training that we gave these 3 new consultants as well. So Cindy, I see that you had a question here. How many hours per week do you work your business, Kristen, for that kind of an income? So Kristen, did we share your income? I don't think we did. Do you want to, Cindy, I think you're not coming through. Okay, so I'll just speak to myself, okay? So for my income, in November, actually so my November paycheck was $10,000. And I did, I don't have the numbers in front of me. I probably did about 8 or 10 parties, and then I have a team. And so that's how I ended up at that number. I can share my December paycheck with you was $6,000. And with that, I did 3 in-home parties and 3 virtual parties. Okay, Cindy, yeah, I see you meant me. So in December, I did 3 in-homes and 3 virtuals, and I have a team, and I made $6,000. But again, that's because I built my team. There's 3 ways that you earn income with Pampered Chef, okay? So it's through parties, it's through building, or it's through sharing the business with other people, and the third way is by developing leaders. So my paychecks of $6,000, $10,000, those kind of numbers each month, that's by doing all 3 of those things. The numbers that I shared with you right off the bat with the new consultants, those are just from parties alone, okay? So hopefully that helps answer your question. Okay, so you might be wondering, besides the income, what other perks are there to this business, right? So there's something super fun that Pampered Chef does. They run a sales incentive every single month. So this month, for example, they're like, oh, if you sell $750 in January, you're gonna earn this super cool travel mug. It's kind of like a Yeti, and it says Pampered Chef's 40th anniversary. They just send that to you for free. Last month, so in November and December, they said, okay, if you sell this much money for the month, like $750 or $1,000, something like that, we're gonna send you the brand new spring products for free. And, right, Cindy's like, what? Heck yeah! Every time they come out with new products, you guys, they give you new consultants, all consultants, the chance to earn it for free. And they kind of do it in levels. So they're like, if you sell this much, you'll get this many new products. If you sell this much, you'll get even more. So you can earn everything for free if you want. If you don't earn it all for free, then they give you the option to buy it at half price. Anybody want 50% off on the new products? Am I singing your song? Back to the people who wanted to sign up for the discount. This is for you, right? So that's kind of fun too. And actually, as director, so as you're building your team and promote to director, you automatically get the products for free. So I typically end up with 2 sets of products. So I get the director package, and then I also earn them for free based on the promotion the company is running. So then I'm able to give things away at my holiday open house and different things like that, right? Cindy says, free is my favorite color. Me too. Okay, other perks to the job besides the income, besides the monthly promotion that they offer, recognition. If you are doing a great job, you get recognized for that. Like, we all cheer for you, we honor you in front of your peers for a job well done. Nobody tells me, good job scrubbing the toilet today. No. Nobody, I'm lucky if people are even glad that I cooked for them. I mean, my husband's always thankful, my kids, oh my gosh. Right? So these kind of things that we just do every day, nobody thanks me for making the bed. Nobody thanks me for vacuuming the floor, right? Like there's a lot of things we do that are thankless, that go unnoticed, unappreciated. But I tell you what, with Pampered Chef, when you work, people recognize that and they say, hey, look at what you did this month. Awesome job. Keep it up, right? So that is, that's always appreciated. Another thing is vacations. And we kind of touched on this with Kristen, how she was like, I just signed up for a pan, but now I want a cruise, right? Come on. So as I mentioned before, I thought these trips were literally for the bigwigs. Like when I first joined, I'm like, trip schmip. I'm just trying to figure out how the heck to do a party. I don't know what I'm doing, right? And so I was doing my thing, trying to do parties, and all of a sudden I earned a trip. I'm like, what? So literally, if you do just a couple parties a week, you're going to earn a trip. And the trip this year that we're earning is a cruise. And there are different levels, but they're all cruises and they're all wonderful. And sometimes people are like, oh yeah, a trip. That means you have to go to meetings, right? Heck no, people, this is a vacation. There are no meetings that you have to go to at all. And let me tell you, it's a trip for two. So it's not like it's just you sitting there twiddling your thumbs. You get to bring somebody for free. And if you want to bring more people, like maybe you want to bring your kids, you can buy them in. So you can buy in your dependents anyway. So if I wanted to bring my 3 kids, I could just pay some extra fees and bring them too. We'll see how the year goes. It might just be me and my hubby. It might be my kids. We'll see. But other kinds of trips would be like Disney. So this year we earned a trip to Disney. So we'll be going there. And that is a family trip. That's a trip for 4. We will buy in our 3rd child. So all 5 of us can go. Hawaii, the Dominican, Mexico. I mean, they like go on really nice trips. So the nice part about this is when you join now, you are getting in at the very beginning of the earning period because we have 12 months to earn this. It's the calendar year. So it's all a level playing field and you've got the entire year to earn these trips. So you are super smart to sign up in January. All right. Other things, tax write-offs. That's a great perk to this job. So if all of a sudden, your computer craps out, you can buy a new one and write it off because you're going to be using that for your business, right? You can write off your cell phone bill because you're going to be using your phone for your business. If you're driving to the bank to deposit a Pampered Chef check, you can write off your mileage for that. If you're trying a new Pampered Chef recipe for the first time, you can write off the groceries that you got for it. Maybe you're trying to perfect a Pampered Chef recipe that you want to demo. You can write off the groceries for that. So there's a lot of tax benefits to being a Pampered Chef consultant too. Okay, let's see. I see that we've had a couple more people join us. So Kayla and Cindy, if you guys just want to hop on in the comments and tell us who invited you, where you are joining from, and what you would do with an extra $1,000 a month, we would love to hear from you. And I'm not sure, yeah, okay, so go ahead and share that in the comments with us. All right, so another perk to the business, free products, we already kind of touched on that. And then finally, flexibility. You can do this based on whatever is already going on in your life. Most people in our organization work full-time and do this on the side. You can do it on the side with in-home parties. You can do it on the side with virtual parties. You can do a combination of both, whatever's gonna work best for you. But I just wanna let you know that if you are doing virtual parties, we typically have you preload your posts in Facebook or in a third-party scheduler. And so that way you can be at your day job or night job, depending on whatever you work, and these posts are going out for you automatically. So you don't have to be tied to your computer all day long. And then you can just pop in once or twice a day and respond to the comments and interact with your guests. So this is very, very manageable to do alongside a full-time job. Oh, it's my friend Kayla who joined. Yay, I'm so glad that you're on with us. Kayla had a party on Friday night. So much fun. Can I just tell you? And she is rolling in the free products. Oh my gosh. You're going to have so much fun with that shopping spree. I love it. Okay. Another perk to the flexibility, I will tell you, for me, is being able to be available for my kids. You know, when you get that call that your kid is sick at school, to be able to go get them and be home with them has been fantastic. To be able to chaperone things, you know, field trips, that kind of thing. In the summers, to be home with them has been fantastic. So that's what the flexibility has looked like for me. And the flexibility might look different for you, and that's okay. But I think the flexibility is really huge for everybody, right? Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is our fast track program. So we have a few ways that you can earn product or earn bonuses in your first 90 days with Pampered Chef. All right, so first of all, as when you sign up and you're submitting parties, Pampered Chef is going to reward you with free products. Okay. Hey, Nora. So when you submit your first $500 in sales, they're going to send you one of our top selling products, our ceramic egg cooker and the mini skinny scraper. Okay. If you don't have this, you absolutely need it in your life. You can make a hot breakfast in 1 minute in this. And if you already have it, it's great to have a couple, or you can have them for a little stash gift for somebody, right? So when you sell 500 in your first 30 days, they just send this to you for free. It's so fun when you get to know your FedEx band because he's always bringing stuff to your house, Pampered Chef stuff. It's great. All right, in your first 90 days, when you hit $12.50, they send you this lifetime warranty pan with a detachable handle, so it doesn't take up a lot of room storage-wise. And because you know they all nest without the handle sticking out, it goes in your dishwasher. It cleans up like a dream. I'm telling you, I use this several times a week for my eggs, and it's absolutely a wonderful, wonderful little pan to have. Okay, so there you go. You're gonna get that for free. And then when you hit 2,500 in sales in your first 90 days, they're gonna send you this bugger. This is our 10-inch stainless nonstick skillet. You get the best of both worlds. Stainless is like the fanciest, best quality cookware out there. If you watch cooking shows, that's what they're using, stainless steel. But it can be kind of a nightmare to clean, right? Well, not with this, because you get the nonstick and the stainless steel. So you will get this for free as well in your first 90 days with your sales hitting 2,500. Here's the big one. This is the golden nugget right here. When you hit 5,000 in your first 90 days, whoa, right? You get the knife block set. Oh my word. This is over $400 value. Actually over $500 value if you bought everything individually. Again, lifetime warranty, and you get it for free. It's absolutely incredible. Kristen's almost earned the pan off of one party, right? So your grand opening party was almost $1,000. That's so fun. And she did it all virtually. We have another new consultant, Mary. She did her first party yesterday, $1,000, right? So new consultants are like raking it in right off the bat, and we're totally going to help you with that as well. Okay, so that's how you can get some free products with our new consultant program, but I also told you there are cash bonuses in your first 90 days. So how this works is when somebody decides that they want to join your team and they sign up in your first 90 days and they submit their first $12.50, you're gonna get $100 cash, all right? And some people might think, oh, I don't know if I wanna, recruit people because I'm still pretty new. Well, let me tell you what happens. When people see that you are running this business virtually and that it's fun and that these are great products, they catch on and they're like, wait a sec, I could use some extra money. I could use some free Pampered Chef. Can you help me get started? And they want to join your team. And so all of a sudden you've got people signing up and you're getting bonus money left and right. So let's say 10 people decide they're going to join your team in your first 90 days. That's an extra $1,000 in your paycheck. Okay. Fantastic. Now, I will tell you that when I first joined, people were like, oh, invite your friends or invite somebody to do the business with you because it's more fun when you do it with friends. And I just remember thinking, I don't even know what I'm doing. So how can I train somebody? How can I help somebody else join this business? And what they didn't tell me was that my director would have trained the new person for me. And so I just want to let you know that when somebody decides to join your team, your director will do the training, but you do it together with the three of you. And so you're kind of learning how to train by having your director train the person who's joining your team, right? And then the second person who joins your team, you still do it with the three of you, but then you kind of take the lead because you've already been through it once, but your director's still there with you to help you through the process. And then by the third person, you've already done it a couple times, you know what you're doing, you've gained some confidence, and you'll probably be ready to roll with training the new person. So I just want to share that with you so you don't feel this pressure or like you're thrown to the wolves. We have systems in place so that you'll be successful and the people who want to join your team will be successful as well. So hopefully that all makes sense. Okay, so there are more cash rewards. I almost forgot to tell you, our fast track program. So when 5 people join your team in your first 90 days, you'll promote to director and you are going to get another $500 cash bonus. All right. And when you maintain that level for 3 months straight, meaning you and your team submit 5,000 in sales for 3 months in a row, you're going to get another $500 bonus. And then within 6 months, when one of your people have promoted to director, you're going to get a $1,000 bonus. Maintain that for 3 months, another $1,000 bonus. These numbers might sound like, what's going on right now? The bottom line is there is over $3,000 bonus money available to you as a new consultant, and we'll help you with that. Okay. All right. So other things to chat about. How about support, or how about what comes in the kits? You guys want to know what comes in the kit? Let me show you. I'm so glad you asked. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen with you here for a second, and we'll kind of go through this because there's some exciting stuff going on right now with the kits. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click here, and we will open this up. All right, so these, can you guys see these kits right now? Is that a yes? Someone give me a nod or a thumbs up. Thumbs up, Nora. Okay, thank you. All right, so these are the kits that we offer all the time. This top one right here, the Ultimate Kit, this is the most popular one. All right, you can see it comes with our quick cooker. I'm telling you, if you do not have a pressure cooker, this is going to save you so much time cooking, so much time cleaning. And you don't even have to meal plan because you can just open up your freezer, throw a few things in, and it's going to be done in 30 or 40 minutes. All right. It also comes with our Rock Crock. This is also going to save you a ton of time in the kitchen when it comes to cooking. So this kit, so the quick cooker alone retails $240, but this entire kit is $1,100 worth of products. Okay, so it's kind of a no-brainer to pay the extra $19 and get all of it, right? If that doesn't fit your budget, that is okay because we have a couple other options. The bottom right here is the deluxe kit. You can see this is $159, but that retails over $700. Or on the bottom left, we have the starter kit. This is $400 plus of products, and you can get it for $99. All right. Now, this month only, we have a special kit available to you. All right. In January, you can get our limited edition New Year kit, and it comes with our deluxe cooking blender. If you have not seen this, it will absolutely blow your mind. You can make soups in here without pre-cooking the food. You can make peanut butter in here just by dumping a jar of peanuts in and pushing a button, and 2 minutes later, you've got fresh peanut butter. You can make jams. You can make alternative milks. You can make sauces, nacho dip. You can make baby food. You name it, this blender can do it. And it cleans itself, which is fantastic. And you get all these products so you can make some great hummus, some dips, things like that just with this kit. Okay, this blender, you guys, is $349. This entire kit package is over $500. But in January, if you wanted to become a consultant, you could get this kit for $129. All right, how crazy town awesome is that? Come on. All right, so let me get back to our screen. Let's go to a share. All right. Okay, here we go. So I'm just curious if you want to comment if you want to comment here, which kit would you love to get? And this doesn't mean you're signing up for it or anything like that, but I'm just curious, which kit do you guys like? And Cindy, I'm sorry, I just saw the part where you asked me to repeat that. I'm not quite sure what I need to repeat, but we can talk afterwards too, okay? So let us know which kit is appealing to you guys. Now, let's talk about support and training, okay? So I want you to know there is a ton of support for you as a new consultant. There's a ton of support for you no matter how long you've been in the business, all right? So everybody kind of signs up for a different reason. Like I said, maybe somebody wants to do this super part-time, maybe somebody wants to do this super full-time, and we will just give you however much training you want. Now, as soon as you join, you have access to Dash, which is our online training platform. And the trainings are super easy, they're super applicable, and they're done in like 5, 10, 15-minute segments. And you can do them on demand. They're free. I've worked for other home businesses where I had to pay to get trained, all right? The training that we offer you is free. All the online training, all the meetings I provide, it's all free. The only training you'd ever have to pay for is when we go to National Conference in July, but you can actually use your Pampered Chef dollars that you earn to pay for the registration for that. So that's pretty awesome too. So Cindy would go for the blender kit. Excellent choice. You will love the blender. Okay. So you've got the online Dash training that you can do that'll cover everything you need. We have monthly training meetings as a team that we provide for you. If you want additional training, we've got some weekly training for people who want to get more out of their business. This is all done virtually, you guys. We have National Conference, like I mentioned, which is in Chicago in July. So there's as much or little. I do coaching calls with you. Based on what you want. If you want to do coaching calls every week, we can do that. If you don't want to do coaching calls, we don't have to do that. So whatever you want is what we're going to give you. We're not here to set your goals. We're here to help you reach whatever goals you have set. So your training will be curtailed to you. All right, so hopefully that answers that question. All right, so how the heck do you get started? You might be wondering that. So whoever invited you to this training, they will share a link. And you can just use that link and you go online and you just order your kit. It's as simple as that. I showed you the 4 kit options, and so you just go online, order one of those, and then we will be in touch to get you started with your first training call. And you can go on to Dash right away and start doing your own training. I will tell you, February 3rd is our new product reveal, so you're definitely going to want to mark your calendar for that so you can see what all the new spring products are. That is super fun. So at this point, I just want to open it up for questions. If you guys want to unmute and ask something, you can. If you want to ask more questions in the chat, you can do it that way. Nothing is too personal. Nothing is too nosy. Go ahead and ask anything that you'd like to ask. Looks like Nora's asking Kristen a question.
What a beautiful smile you have there.
This is Nora. She's very excited about Pampered Chef. That's what I think I love about it so much is I can be home and she can be working on her reading and I can be working for a little bit. And then we take breaks and hang out, and it's been really fun. And they love being in the kitchen with me when we do the videos and stuff. They think it's fun. So
She'll be reading Pampered Chef material before you know it.
Yeah.
Love it. Any questions?
How do you learn how to use the products? Like the pressure cooker is like super confusing to me. How do you like learn how to use it?
That's a great question. So there are on Dash, the online training platform that I had mentioned. There's all kinds of product training on there. You can shadow people's parties, either in-home parties or virtual parties, and you're going to learn a ton that way too. And if you there's actually, like you had mentioned specifically the pressure cooker, there's like a Facebook group just for Pampered Chef consultants about the pressure cooker. So that's going to be a wealth of knowledge for you. And with that quick cooker, after you use it the first couple of times, you really kind of figure it out. And so Kristen can help you with that. I can help you with that. And it's just going to be a matter of starting to use it on your own to get some experience with it. And that'll just build your confidence. But yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Just use it on your own. Yeah, just using it on your own, you learn so much. And I haven't failed yet with that. I just have followed the directions, and I try to use all Pampered Chef recipes for now. And then, once I get to really know the product, then I'll use all the other recipes. But Pampered Chef is really good about the directions on their actual recipes of how to use the pressure cooker, I think. Am I lagging? Oh, okay.
I think she just muted, so yeah. What else? Any other questions?
You don't have any questions? No. Do you have nothing?
I am really super excited, and I'm going to kill it out here.
Heck yeah. That'll be awesome. All right. Well, if you guys don't have any more questions, we will go ahead and wrap it up. But as we close, I just want to leave you with this little story to think about, okay? So let's say your child approached you and said that they wanted to try something new, maybe soccer, right? But they were nervous or they were afraid. They didn't know if they would be good at it. They didn't know if they would know how to do it. And as the parent, what would you say? How would you respond to your child? Would you tell them, oh yeah, you better not try soccer because you've never done anything like that before. You don't know what you're doing. It's too risky. Heck no. You'd be like, well, honey, go for it. Let's sign you up. Try it for a season. You're going to learn things. You're going to meet friends. It's going to be fun, right? Give it your best and see what happens. Okay, let's say your little one ends up hating soccer. That's okay. They don't have to do it the next season, right? But at least they tried. Or what if they end up loving soccer? What if they find out this is like their hidden passion and talent that they didn't even know is inside of them, and they end up going and playing professionally, right? But none of that would have happened if they hadn't tried out for the soccer team that first time. So I would just encourage you to kind of take that same advice, right? Like, of course, this might feel a little bit overwhelming or a little bit scary. That's normal anytime you try something new. But I would just say there's nothing to lose by trying. Give it a shot, order a kit, and just do a few parties, right? And see what happens. The worst thing that's going to happen is you don't like it, and you're going to get to keep your kit and keep your paycheck. But you might end up loving it. You might end up being surprised, like Kristen has been surprised as she's given it a shot. And you might end up, making a lot more money than you thought you would. And you might end up having a lot more blessings out of this than you thought you would. And it might end up being short-term or long-term. But give it a shot and see what happens. So Thank you for joining tonight. Again, if you decide you want to sign up, just talk to the person who invited you. They'll share the link with you and you can order your kit and we'll get you started. And if you have more questions, just again, reach out to the person who invited you and we're happy to help. All right, you guys, have a great night.